Namaste, Hamisha Khush Raho Bitiya. My name is Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you seafoods. Salmon is regarded as one of the best seafoods for human. However, canned fishes like mackerel, herring, tuna, sardines, and salmon are greatly used. Some like to eat dried cod that are subject to desiccation or complete drying. However, it is interesting to categorize the different types of seafoods. The different types of seafoods, seafoods are categorized in the following five main groups: fish, mollusks, crustaceans, and other aquatic animals, and aquatic plants and microphytes. Each of these groups is further divided into the different subgroups. For better understanding, it is best to discover each of them in detail. Number one is fish. Fish is divided into four subgroups, that is the marine pelagic, marine demersal, and diadromous, and freshwater. The main seafoods in marine pelagic can be divided into predators and forage fish, and the predator fish constitutes of seafoods like shark, tuna, swordfish, marlin, salmon, and mackerel. The forage fish includes seafoods like sardines, herrings, sprats, menhaden, and anchovies. Some seafoods of demersal fish include flatfish, cod, stingrays, and grouper, and diadromous fish is constitutes of salmons, eels, or lampreys and shad. The freshwater fishes are more used for fish farming, and the seafoods are tilapia and carp, trout, and catfish. Next is mollusks. Mollusks are divided into the three subgroups: bivalves, gastropods, and cephalopods. The important bivalve seafoods are oysters, mussels, cockles, and scallops, and they are also referred as the calms, and are the main diet of the coastal commodities. Gastropods are sea snails, are univalve, and the essential seafoods in this subgroup are conch, abalone, limpets, periwinkles, and whelks. Cephalopods are not having a shell, and the main most popular seafoods in this vital subgroup are cuttlefish, octopus, squid, and they are consumed in innumerable cultures. Squid is more popular in Japan, Britain, and Mediterranean countries, where squid is famously known as calamari. Cuttlefish is a delicacy in Italy, and dried cuttlefish, which is eaten in its shredded form in a snack food as East Asians. Next is crustaceans. Crustaceans are divided into the four subgroups: shrimp, prawns, crabs, lobsters, and krill. These are the countless species of shrimps and prawns, and different types of species are adapted to varied habitat. Today, the shrimp and prawn farming is going on a very large scale globally. Crabs are also integrated with wide species and are opted for fisheries business. Lobsters are the larger than the crabs and shrimps, and besides, lobster farming is also quite famous. Krill are known as baby shrimps, and they are highly eaten as seafood in Russia and Japan. Krill fisheries are extensive worldwide since krill oil is very useful as a seafood since it is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Next is other aquatic animals. This group consists of four subgroups: aquatic mammals, aquatic reptiles, echinoderm, and jellyfish. Sea mammals are very diverse, containing 128 species. Whale fish, whale meat is very costly seafood and is harvested largely by legal non-commercial hunters. The fluke meat of whale is selling at $200 per kilo in Japan. In Japan and Faroe Islands, dolphin is regarded as seafood, and seals are important food sources for Nunavut and Alaska. Sea turtles in aquatic reptiles are eaten as seafood in many parts of the globe. Chinese consider it as an exotic delicacy, and countless coastal communities worldwide regard it as a rich protein source and often gather sea turtle eggs. The seafoods in echinoderms consist of sea urchins and sea cucumbers and rarely starfishes. Sea cucumbers are commercially farmed in China, and the gonads of the male and female urchins, known are corals, are raw and are delicacies in many countries. And in jellyfish, only the scyphozoan type is harvested for food, specifically in Southeast Asia. Next is aquatic plants and microphytes. This group is divided into two subgroups, that is seaweeds and Microphytes. Seaweed are rich in protein and fiber and are extensively used in coastal cuisine, and they constitute the essential diet of Korea, Japan, and China since ages, and they are also consumed in many European societies, Western Norway and Iceland, and Western and Northern Ireland, Wales, and Atlantic coast in France, besides Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. Some species of microphytes that are used is seafood in spirulina. The farming of seaweed as well as spirulina is going on in an extensive form worldwide. Next is the seafood's benefits. There are endless seafood benefits. Some of them are outlined below. Number one is provides essential nutrient. Seafoods are healthy diets and they are rich in vitamin A that is required for healthy eyes and skin. Vitamin D, which helps calcium absorption besides nutrients, and vitamin B complex, specifically vitamin B2 or riboflavin, which is excellent for energy production, concentration, metabolism, and beauty. Fish oil reduces the prevalence of acne and protects the skin against UV rays of the sun. Next is improves body function. Seafoods are rich in minerals such as iron, iodine, zinc, magnesium, potassium, and selenium that improve the brain development as well as reproduction in the body and helps the body run smoothly. Iodine is required for proper working of thyroid gland, and selenium protects body cells from free radicals that cause cancer cells, lower the blood pressure, and prevents damage to the DNA of the cells, improving the immune system. Next is the seafood benefits, which increase the health of the heart. Doctors have reported a strong bond between fish and heart health on the basis of the study on the heart disease in the Arctic populations. In the other scientific study, it was revealed that eating one fish portion in a week reduces the chances of suffering from a heart attack by half. Fish is good for heart since it has more omega-3 and less saturated fats, which assist to lower than the triglycerides and cholesterol in the blood. There are the two fats that increase the heart attack risk, and omega-3 prevents thickening and damage of artery walls. Regular eating of fish reduces arrhythmia risk and irregular activity of heart that increases heart attack and stroke risk. Then seafood for brain power. 10 to 12% of human brain is composed of lipids, that is DHA, omega-3 fat. Older people boost their brain power by eating more of oily fish. There are also reports that seafoods develop the concentration, and those people who eat fish once a week has a lower risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. And seafood improve the cognitive function in the elderly persons. Omega-3 fatty acids are especially found in the fatty fish, that is sardines, salmon, trout, herring, canned light tuna, oysters, and canned mackerel. Then fishes are great for the body joints, including seafood in the diet, reduces rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, a painful disease that swells up the joints, reducing mobility and strength. The researchers have found a bond between the omega-3 and cartilage wearing that leads to osteoarthritis. It is best for pregnancy. Seafoods are best for the pregnancy. Eating more fish has a positive influence on the fetal growth as well as development, reduces preterm deliveries, and is crucial for the development of central nervous system in the fetus. Seafoods also reduces the depression. Seafoods are best for against the depression and have a better outlook towards the life. In many cultures, fishes are regarded as the symbol of culture, prosperity, heritage, especially in Washington's Native and American Indian tribes, and fish are considered spiritual in Pacific Northwest. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching.